I'm Liz from Cellomoji.com, and I'm here to talk to you today about 5 apps that I think are so useful for all those musicians going back to school. First, I want to say I don't necessarily have a big preference between the Android or Apple platforms. I actually have one of each. I use an Android phone and I have an Apple iPod. Both platforms have such great apps in the stores, and you can often find equivalents in both stores even if it isn't the exact app. So the first app I want to talk about is called TurboScan. It is a fantastic app because what it does is take photos of documents and turn them into PDF files. These are great so that you can email them to yourself or email them to others who may need it. And this can be used obviously for non-musical documents as well. But I found it's been the most helpful in scanning my own music. I am a big advocate of owning original music and paying for the actual music. But sometimes I find that I use the music so much that they start to fall apart. So it is nice to have a PDF file of the original music so that in case something was to happen, I will always have a copy of it. Plus, these days, a lot more musicians are using tablets and things like AirTurns. So again, this is a great way to convert any type of sheet music that you have into PDF files so that you can load into your tablets and use it like that. Also, I think it's a great way in case you needed to take a photo of your teacher's fingerings or something. Just a quick little picture of something will really help you later on to transfer over the fingerings and bowing so that you don't have to waste time in your lesson necessarily doing it right there. It's just a quick snap of a picture. The next app that I wanted to talk about is called Anyteam. This is an app that I found on the Apple platform. I think this is such a great app because what it does is it takes any song or recording that you have and gives you the power to control the speed that it's playing at. And again, on the Android platform, there are many other apps that do the same thing as well. And I think this is really helpful because sometimes you really like a recording or you want to play along with something, but you can't exactly play it right at full tempo. So what this will do will slow down the song enough so that you can play along with it without altering pitches. So this is a huge, huge tool that is just so great for mastering songs and mastering music that you're playing. So I'm a big advocate of this. Another great thing about Anytune is that you can put little flags in the recording itself so that you can practice just little segments as opposed to having to go through the whole song over and over again. And it really saves just a lot of time. You just go from snippet to snippet and you can loop it and just continuously practice through that. I did actually upgrade and pay for the full app. I think that with the free version there was just less opportunity to put flags in, but even the free version is still a great way of practicing music and trying to slow it down so that you can master it and then speed it back up again. For the third app, it can actually be an app or an actual physical device that you have. It's the most basic one that every musician has. It's a tuner and a metronome. The reason why I list this as an app is just because it's something that you can just add onto your smart device and it is just something convenient to have because you never know when you need to check your tempo and always just check your tuning with a convenient tuner that you have on your smart device. Of course, I actually am old school and I have my own metronome and tuner and I like to use those because then it saves battery on my smart device. But when I'm out and about and teaching lessons or at rehearsals, it's just really convenient just to be able to whip out the app whenever I need it. The next app is often a free app that is included in any smart device that you may have. It is your voice recorder / voice memo / audio recorder. It may be listed as different things depending on which device that you own. I think this is so helpful because you never know when someone is playing something and you just want to listen to it over and over again so that you can understand what it sounds like. I have many students asking, can you just play this passage for me so that I can hear it? And I will often have them bring out a recorder so that they can record it and not ask me at every single lesson for me to play through the passage. Plus, I think it's also really helpful for yourself just to record yourself while you're practicing and listen to different snippets. And again, these recording devices does not necessarily need to be these high-tech, about to send them into an audition type recordings. In fact, you can kind of take comfort in the fact that if on these not so great or high-tech recorders you can make yourself sound really good, then more likely than not you're actually sounding really good. Finally, the last app is some kind of radio streaming app. So I personally prefer Spotify. I think that it has a great selection of classical music. But there are other streaming apps out there such as Pandora, iHeartRadio, and these apps can also be free or paid versions of it. In general, as a musician, it's really important just to be listening to music in general, and it doesn't necessarily only have to be in the classical music genre. Listen to whatever makes you happy and keeps you refreshed and keeps you feeling very invigorated throughout the day, or calming at night, or helps you study, maybe even helps you sleep. And to have access to these apps at all times is just a really great way to do your day. Now, I know there are so many other apps out there that are probably very useful to musicians. If there are ones that I haven't talked about here today, please list them in the comments below, and I'd love to check them out. As always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe below, and keep on the lookout for more Cellomoji videos. Thanks!